somehow the U.S. government is spraying poison on the population. Those people are clearly crazy. Wikipedia calls them crazy.
Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. First rest stop, still in Illinois here. I've been goofing off. Supposed to be one of my banking branches out here. I kind of goofed up. I was going to stop at the ATM before I left town, and I just remembered it a little bit outside of Bloomington. Usually I'm already on the 80 West, diversion, but I kind of went a few miles out of my way to go to one of my local bank branches, because otherwise I'm going to have to pay a service fee just to get my own cash. Look how close we are to crossing the line, friends, into Nebraska. Like I said, I told myself at first yesterday that I wasn't going to stop until I got into Nebraska. But it started to get dark, guys, and what's the sense of pushing it? What am I really gaining by staying on the road for another hour and a half, 2 hours? Jack links. That's nuts. Pit stop. There's a Walmart right over there. That's what I was holding out for. I had to go to the restroom about 40 miles ago, but I said I'm going to keep going because I'm going to find a gas station and a Walmart close together. And sure enough, I did, friends. Irish Springs, it was the Best Buy. The landscape started to change a little bit. 100 miles to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Yeah, guys, this is home tonight. It is 5:04 p.m. now. I got here about 3:34, and I can't believe it's already 5 o'clock. I've just been walking around and making videos, and yeah. But yeah, guys, last night I did not sleep that well. I probably got an hour and a half sleep tops. Please use sidewalk. Enjoy Wyoming's wildlands. Well. Anyhow, I did back up, and I have a drop on the cardboard. I'm definitely dropping stuff, which, that isn't really out of the norm. That's kind of out of the norm, though. To have that much oil right there is kind of concerning. I was parked over here earlier. I wasn't parked there that long, but I was parked there long enough that, well, you would think there would be a big puddle of oil over here too, and there's not. So I don't remember seeing that oil spot there. So yeah, guys, we'll go take a look underneath the van. We'll see if that cardboard is drenched with oil, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be. When I backed in here last night, there was a car over there and there was a car on the other side of me, and I didn't really study the parking spot. I just backed in and made sure I stayed in between the lines and didn't hit any cars. And then I was walking around and took a look, walking around, and came back and took a look underneath the van, just saw it, and I was like, whoa. In that back corner, that oil right there is because it was just sitting on top of the other oil. I would say it's coming down pretty good, friends. This is exactly what I didn't want to face today. I should look up the weather and see how much. I'm guessing. I kind of think it's going to do this all day in Wyoming. I'm just relieved that my van isn't leaking oil. Woo! Oh, that's right. That's right. That's how that works. And that is our breakfast sandwich. I'm going to let that sit for a few seconds while I do my dishes. Yeah, it's pretty crappy out there, really. Yeah, it is pretty crappy. Man, if I would have knew this was going to happen, I might have pulled an all-nighter last night and just drove straight through this. You can't even see the center line. Yeah, I think when I get fuel, I'm gonna hang out at the gas station for a little while. Maybe give a chance to get the plow to hit this. The Big D? Man, that's a heck of a name for a station, isn't it? I think I'm gonna have to go into the Big D and use the restroom. Yeah, that's what it is. We got a mandatory window. Wow, that's a big bird. Any way the crow flies. This is the problem. That does not do you any good. It's not that the wipers are bad, they're just frozen. Oh my gosh. Hey, I got something for you, buddy. I'm gonna help you out today because it's cold out. Do not do this, friends. We're gonna give Mr. Crow some treats. He's has a rough day, friends. He needs some help. Hey. Not good. Not good, friends. Kind of not at an easy point right now. I'm 41 miles from the next town and I've got to get there. It's going on and off. I think that isolator switch screwed me up, running it too much. 12.9. So we'll run the isolator switch for a little while. We'll shove some juice back here. There's the isolator right there. You flip that switch up when you're driving, and that box sends power right back. I do have a spare alternator in the back. I don't know if it works. Well, I've got all the accessories unplugged right now. I'm holding charge right about there for the meantime, but it's not. I'm so low volts right now, guys. I'm even gonna shut my headlights off. Well, this definitely wasn't an ideal situation, but thankfully I found a gas station in the middle of nowhere, and I had my generator on, so I got my battery charger out, and I wanted to see if the battery would take a charge, and I went ahead and got my spare alternator out, but, well, I'm not sure if it works. Hopefully she has enough life left in her. Okay. Make sure my bungee cord wasn't on the wheel well still. Got the wind coming this way, so I'm going to turn the van around. That way I don't have to have the wind. Yeah, I can kind of get out of the wind here is what I'm going for. Oh, yeah. Oh, joyous. Well, it's either going to work or it's not going to work. It'll be one or the other. All right, let's do this, friends. We're already digging everything out, friends. Gold pans. All right, Battery power is off. Now we can work on getting the shroud off. Let's go. There's a clip back here, and that's kind of being a pain. I haven't gave it too much time either yet, but well, here's the alternator. It semi-works. Let's hope the other one works better, guys. We should be able to get this replaced free of charge. That definitely has more miles on it, but you know what? And it even has our nut back there, so let's go ahead and use that one. Well, friends, it's all back together. We'll give it the once over, but if it's going to work, it's going to work. Praise be to Jesus. It works. Amen. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Pick up sticks. All right. That's back. That's back. That's back. That's back. That's back. Well, thankfully we had a spare alternator. You know, I bought a new one because I want reliable stuff. And here I am using the old one. Oh, I'm sorry. That's 80 east. That's 80 west. And here's my van in Wyoming's best. A little detour, Rock Springs, Wyoming. Tracking down an AutoZone right now. There wasn't one in Cheyenne, but we already passed that. And I think there was one in Casper. We already passed that. We didn't have our breakdown till after that. Okay, 0.9 miles. I figured I might as well try to get that alternator replaced ASAP. I have a lifetime warranty on it, so we'll see how good the AutoZone national-wide system is. I don't have a receipt or anything. Sweet, brand new alternator right here, friends. We're not going to replace it right now or anytime, probably relatively soon. I just wanted to get it replaced ASAP, so if I have another alternator breakdown, I have one to go to. And we're not running the isolator switch anymore either. We done!
What did you say?
The number 7.
All right, what's sauce?
Sweet and sour. All right, I'm gonna eat my food here, and then I'll get back on 80 West, and depending on how close we are to Utah, whether we break the line tonight or not, I don't know. The sweet and sour sauce is what got me to stop here, friends. Pretty phenomenal. This was my little piece of paradise last night. The rest stop is right over there, but, well, I tried to sleep there, but it didn't work out too good. The trucks were running over there. does that look like? Are you serious? And I'm up here on the roadside and I could be down there. So for some reason I thought maybe that was somebody's property. It was 12:30 a.m. I had already been up and down the road a couple times. Or maybe turkeys. Turkeys! 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 I was just trying to dig out the very bottom stuff. It's not really, I don't want any of the loose stuff.